Всем привет, у нас сегодня видео по бравл толку, и мы будем его смотреть. Извините, что так поздно. Как-то вчера я стрим не вел, потому что сам с другом посмотрел. Но сейчас посмотрим. Уже сразу же с переводом. Пролепите пока что свой лайк. И мы сейчас покрутим звездное колесо и отправимся смотреть. Нам ничего не падает, и мы отправляемся смотреть бравл толк. Так, продолжаем, и вот включаем.
In this brawl talk, you will see Sirius, the 100 brawler,
And Naja thinks his employee
buff is for another 6 brawler,
a completely new trophy system, Sins of Time and Dragons and Fairy Skin, new game modes, improvers of buffies, and more.
So, welcome to Brawl Talk.
Hi,
what's up, Marcia?
Как жизнь, Мартио?
Greetings, my dear
Здравствуй, мой
companion
дорогой
Daniel.
друг Дэниел.
Look at him, so innocent and
Только на него
powerless.
посмотрите, какой
He has
наивный и
no idea
беспомощный.
that I want to
Он
take
даже не
over Brawl
подозревает
Talk
так, как я
and
хочу
make the
отобрать
whole
его
world
и
watch
заставить весь
me.
мир любоваться мной. Ха-ха-ха-ха-ха.
Sirius is a
Sirius
100
boец.
brawler. So you know, we had to do
Конечно же,
something
мы
special.
должны были
Not only is
приготовить
he
что-то
ultra
особенное. Это не
legendary
просто
with a unique playstyle where he can
легендарный
control shadows
боец,
of other brawlers, he's our
уникальным
first
всем
ever
боем.
villain.
Так еще
Sirius's
и на
backstory is as
прошлый
mysterious
Sirius,
as
как
his powers.
загадочный, как
Rumors
и
say
его
he owned the
способности.
first ever attraction in
Говорят, что
Star
ему
Park, but he was
принадлежит
losing
самый
attention
первый.
once brawling started
Но
becoming more popular
я не
than his
успеваю
shadow
читать.
tricks. And
И
now,
что, смотрите
he's
субтитры.
back for revenge.
Sirius' main attack fires
Фанаток
2 projectiles
Sirius
at the
выпускает
same
два
time. A
снаряда.
Shadow Strike, which
Теневой
fires
удар,
in a
который
straight
летит
line,
по прямой
and a Star
линии,
Bomb,
и
which can be
прицельную
manually
звезду
aimed
бомбу,
and
которая
deals
носит
area
урон по
damage. Sirius
области.
will collect a
После
Brawler
нескольких
Shadow after a
попаданий
certain
Sirius
number
получает
of
тень
hits. But
бойца.
what are
Ну что
Brawler
такое тени
Shadows?
Sirius
бойцов?
steals the essence
Sirius
of
кроет самые
brawlers,
естественные
bending
бойцов,
their
подчиняя их
shadows to his
себе
will.
тени.
His super summons up to 3
Его
brawler
супер
shadows, which
призывает
share
трех
similar
теней
characteristics to their
со всеми
brawler
особенностями
counterparts, like
оригинала,
attacks and
включая
health.
их
A Frank
атаки
shadow
и
will have more health than a Leon shadow,
здоровье.
for
Например, у
example.
тени
Shadows
Фрэнка
will attack
больше
enemies and by
здоровья,
default
чем у
will follow
Леона.
Sirius
Тени
around.
будут
But
атаковать
here's the really cool part.
следовать.
Sirius can
Но теперь
actually
самое
control the
главное, Sirius
shadow. By
может
aiming his
управлять
super,
тенями.
he can give
Он
them
может
orders
отдавать им
like
приказы,
guarding an area
прицеливаться.
or attacking
И,
certain enemies.
например,
Is this the start of a Brawl Stars
Бравл
RTS?
решает
Sirius is
стратегию.
also launching with his
Sirius появится
hypercharge,
в дыре
which summons
сразу же
stronger
с
versions of
гиперзарядом.
his shadows.
And just
Да
like
ничего
Sirius'
себе.
chaotic nature, we are doing something different
Непредсказуем.
for his release event. More information on that closer
Окей.
to his release.
Подробности, чтобы его получить. Алло. Боже
We're
мой.
heading back to Pyramid
Благодаря
Quest with this next
следующему
brawler.
бойцу
Thinks he's getting a buddy.
у Финкса
Or
появился
is it a
друг
rival?
или
Naja
соперник.
is a mythic damage
Наджа —
dealer who
мифический
uses
боец
her
класса
papercraft
урона.
snakes to
Ее
wreak
бумажные
havoc
змеи
and poison the enemy. Originally hired by
Ладно.
Finks to help
Если что,
make the
смотрите
puzzles in
субтитры,
Pyramid
потому
Quest
что я
harder,
не
her good
успеваю
nature
читать.
led her to help free those trapped by
Ну, как мы
Finks'
видим, она может
time-warping mischief
направить свою
instead.
With her
атаку
main
туда
attack,
и потом ее
Naja holds a jar
перенаправить.
containing a deadly snake. While the jar is in flight,
То
snake
есть
can be
можно
released in
будет,
any direction. This is
когда
extremely
за
useful for hitting
стенкой
enemies
кто-то
behind
стоит,
walls
можно
or
вот так
tricky
сделать,
spots,
да.
as well as giving her extremely long
Это
range.
удобно.
The jar deals damage while the snake poisons its target. Snake
Хорошо.
poison can also stack, dealing increased damage over time.
Naja's super, Danger Noodle,
yeah.
unleashes 3 of her paper snakes, which slither a set distance and poison any enemies in an area. Her super can also be aimed, which throws the 3 snakes in a jar to a target location. Naja's Brawler's release event is on
Состоится
this day!
20 марта.
We are getting
Buffy.
improvements to buffies and more buffies.
Новые
First
бафы
up, we've got
добавятся.
the new buffies for the Retropolis
Из
and
Ретрополиса
Rumble
и
Jungle
боя в джунглях.
trios. Crow's Instadot now deals all the remaining
Баффи
poison
Ворона.
damage to the poison target and converts it into a shield. With a Buffy, it refreshes the poison damage. Crow's Poison Dagger now throws a kunai that damages,
Это
slows, and
замес,
poisons the first enemy hit.
во-первых,
With a Buffy,
переделали
the kunai also bounces to a
гаджет, и
close
он
target, causing
может-
the same effect.
он
Extra
отправлять
Toxic
теперь
with
кунай.
Buffy now makes Crow
И
deal
он
more
может с
damage
помощью
for each
Баффи
enemy
перенаправить в
poisoned.
другую
Carrying
сторону.
Crow with a Buffy makes his poison last slightly longer.
Баффи на
Crow's
это
Hyper Buffy makes his main attack pierce
Значит,
and return to
ребята,
him while
звездный
hypercharged.
костюм.
Bibi's Vitamin Booster with the Buffy
Ладно.
charges her
Я
home run
успеваю
bar
объяснять.
and life steals when hitting
В
a
общем,
target.
Баффи
Bibi's
очень
extra sticky
плохо
now
делает.
throws a sticky
Будем
gun at
надеяться,
an
что
area
нас
that
Стар-
slows
в наш
enemies.
любимый
With the
Старбокс
Buffy,
добавит
the
тоже
slow
Баффи
effect gets
когда-нибудь.
stronger the longer the gun stays on the ground. Bibi's home run Buffy gives extra damage
Допустим,
on the
чтобы они
home
в
run
зоне
attack, and
Динамайка
batting stance
помогали.
with the Buffy gives Bibi a shield when she hits an enemy with her super. Bibi's hyper buffy makes her attack faster.
Bull's T-Bone Injector now throws a projectile at the target brawler that deals damage and heals Bull on impact. With Buffy, it also marks the opponent for 5 seconds, gaining life steal against it. Bull's Stomper now stomps around him, slowing enemies nearby. If enemies are already slowed, it stuns instead. With Buffy, it also grants movement speed. Bull's Berserker with Buffy instantly charges his super if he takes down a brawler during the star power effect. As for Tough Guy with Buffy, if you take a brawler down during this stage, Bull becomes invulnerable for a short period of time. With his hyper buffy, his attacks pierce enemies, but deal less damage to enemies further away.
Nita's Bear Paws with the buffy will cause Bruce to gain more damage for a limited time. Fall Fur with the buffy will make Bruce invulnerable for a very short time. Nita's Buffed Bear with me can now overheal herself or Bruce. And Hyper Bear with the buffy will give Nita boosted reload speed when summoning Bruce. With her hyper buffy, she fires a longer, faster and wider attack.
Leon's clone projector now deals minor damage, and with the buffy, Leon can reactivate the gadget to swap positions with his clone. Lollipop Drop can now be thrown, and with the buffy, Leon and his allies get boosted movement speed in the area. Leon's smoke trails with the buffy deal more damage on the first attack while Leon is invisible. And Invisiheal with the buffy makes the super last slightly longer. His hyper buffy makes his attacks do full damage regardless of the distance he is from the enemy.
Bo's super totem can now be thrown. With Buffy, the totem gains more range. As for Tripwire, Bo now fires arrows to trigger his mine, which knock back any brawler in their path. With the buffy, it increases the range of the mine. Bo's Circling Eagle with the buffy makes Bo no longer visible when attacking from a bush. As for Snare Bear with the buffy, it makes the placement of the mines faster. Bo's hyper buffy shoots an extra arrow, and all of them have a bigger explosion radius.
And as you remember, if any of these brawlers had a mythic gear, it will be removed and its value refunded back to you. As for buffy improvements, this new batch of buffies will come in a new claw machine. Each claw machine will come with the first pull for free. A random buffy will be available in Mega Quests every month, and there'll be more ways to get coins and power points in our new rush events. More about this later in the video.
The new trophy system has no reset.
It's time to flex your brawler prestige
and show off your skill with new brawler titles.
Your path to prestige starts now! Well, actually, in the next update, there's a lot of new stuff and changes, so hang tight.
So now, from 0 to 1000 trophies, you will get brawler cosmetic items. At 250 trophies, you will get a player icon and a spray. At 500, you will get 3 pins. At 750, you will get a 29 gem skin. And when you reach 1000 trophies, you will get a gold brawler title. You will notice that some of these rewards are from records. And this means we are removing these cosmetics from records and making them more accessible for more players. So playing a new brawler or your favorite ones should feel more rewarding in general. You are also getting more trophies per win, and win streaks go up to plus 10 trophies. So pushing trophies should be faster.
But hold on, we know that skillful players want to flex their skills and achievements that nobody else can reach. So let's talk prestige. Once you get to 1000 trophies, you unlock Prestige 1, and it will change the brawler icon to a cool, edgy neon one. Also, your 1000 trophies are now saved, and you will never be able to lose them, as after Prestige 1, you will start getting Prestige trophies, and they will also count towards Trophy Road. Once you hit 1000 Prestige trophies, you get a Prestige 2.
In Prestige 2, you get your brawler rank change and a unique player icon. At this point, you have proven you are really good with this brawler, so this icon will be quite rare to get. And that's a cool achievement and such, but nothing like Prestige 3. For OG players, Prestige 3 would be the equivalent of the rank 35 we had years ago. There's no more win streak bonus, no underdog, and matchmaking would try to be as accurate as possible. So if you get to Prestige 3, you are probably one of the best players with that brawler, and you'll be rewarded with the new brawler title, Neon.
This is going to be a new permanent system in the game, so it might seem grindy, but remember that trophies do not reset anymore.
After prestiging one brawler, you will also get a new prestige battle card, and a cooler one if you prestige 25 different brawlers, and a shinier one after you prestige 50. You and everyone else will be able to see all the brawlers you have prestige in your brawler profile.
As for leaderboards, it will be measured by your total trophies plus total prestige trophies and your total number of prestiges. The previous prestige system will be retired and moved as a legacy stat in your player profile.
And lastly, we are also changing how matchmaking works. works. The trophy system will use a hidden MMR. This system is mainly based on your skill and not on your trophies. This means that the further you push, the more skillful your opponents will be. But it doesn't necessarily mean they will have the same number of trophies as you.
Если вы хорошо на нем играете, вам дадут посильнее.
Which means the current trophy season is going to be shorter, but everyone will get an ultra trophy box as compensation for that. And if you can grind enough season trophies this season, you can get another one.
This is also the last time your trophies will be reset. The trophy season boxes will be removed from the system and now will be given at community events. And of course, there are a lot of changes around trophies, so we might be tweaking and improving the system in upcoming
ящик
updates.
последний раз в Brawl Stars.
Rush events are the new way to get more coins, power points, chaos drops, and even bonus trophies. You just have to press and hold this massive button on the game mode selection screen, and once it's activated, every match you...
Немножко интернет.
Rush events are the new way to get more coins, power points, chaos drops, and even bonus trophies. You just have to press and hold this massive button on the game mode selection screen, and once it's activated, every match you play will reward you more. It only lasts for a certain amount of time, so be sure to activate only when you have enough time to play.
То есть это еще серия побед же больше, то есть за одну катку можно будет получить 40 кубков.
Our yearly tradition of bringing back the Sands of Time skin. We got Sunstalker Lily, Sandwalker Lily, and Night Sands Lily as one of the Brawl Pass skin sets, and Sultan Cordelius, Heated Sultan Cordelius, and Cool Sultan Cordelius as the other skin set option. And a reminder that you can get both skin sets with the Brawl Pass Plus.
Also in Sands of Time, we have Bodyguard BB that swapped her bat for a massive blade. From a sentient video game to a cursed jar, we have Canopic Jar 8-bit. Dynasty Doug, the chillest ruler in the dynasty. And lastly, Magic Lamp Larry and Laurie, where Laurie becomes an evil genie and Larry gets weird when you rub it.
Now, for the RPG fans out there, we have the Dragons and Fairies team. Fairy Bonnie and her other two chroma variations are one of the Brawl Pass skin sets if you want something more cute. If you want something edgier, then Dragon Grief and his other chromas might be more your style.
On the Fairy side, we still have Fairy Mina, which gives her some nice celestial vibes. And Fairy Frank, which looks like the most majestic creature that has ever stepped on Star Park.
As for the Dragon side, Dragon Macy has her arm in the shape of a dragon and connected to her heart, and Dragon Grom has all the elements for an edge skin. Dragon wings, edgy purple mask, and a metal armor.
On the topic of dragons, Crow is getting the next Pro Pass skin. It starts like a friendly dragon version of Crow, but then it goes all the way up to an ultimate boss dragon form. It also has two chroma variations, Dragon Forge Crow and Ghost Dragon Crow.
Well, just stop it, man. Just stop.
And random skin time with Royal Trunks, which is inspired by the Clash Royale log Bird Glow, which is the inverted version of Glowbird, Inflatable Melody, which is for April Fools, your thirsty melodians, and Bruce Nita.
We have new game modes, modifiers, and more, starting with Loaded Showdown. Showdown boxes are now replaced with mystery boxes, and they will contain different kinds of power-ups, including
new special items that can be thrown or equipped, like bowling balls, bombs, and a bumper car is the first car in Brawl Stars!
We will also have new boss fights with different mechanics and special dungeon maps. We have two new game modifiers based on brawler powers. We have the Finks effect in some matches that will stop projectiles for a short time, and moving sandstorms, just like Sandy.
Treasure Hunt is getting some improvements and coming back to the game, and Samurai Smash is getting a new wrapping around series. Now you have to defeat Brawler Shadows in a team versus team match. Whoever defeats more
like Sandy.
Treasure Hunt is getting some improvements and coming back to the game, and Samurai Smash is getting a new wrapping around series. Now you have to defeat Brawler Shadows in a team versus team match. Whoever defeats more shadows wins.
Also, this is coming.
Different VFX for shields. White shield when you respawn, yellow shield for damage reduction, and purple shield for when you get extra temporary health.
Pierce got a hypercharge. He fires two waves of projectiles, with the second wave dealing 50%.
Starbox.
Different VFX for shields. White shield when you respawn, yellow shield for damage reduction, and purple shield for when you get extra temporary health.
Pierce got a hypercharge. He fires two waves of projectiles, with the second wave dealing 50% less damage. They also pierce brawlers. And you need a friend, because Glowbird also has a hypercharge. Now he causes fear regardless of the direction he's facing, and it affects everyone around him. Fear targets also take more damage from all sources. Hey everyone, this is going to be my last Brawl Talk.
Press F.
We were Brawl brothers.
Forget about it, car.
Press F.
I already won.
You're fired.
To Jurassic, to Star Park.
What the hell, guys?
If you're not in a club, join a club.
Oh, you idiots!
We will always be family, even though we have our separate roads to follow. Get it? Because we're driving cars on a road. That's called a metaphor. It helps the audience understand the story in an artsy way.
И еще раз press F.
I'm not leaving the Brawl Stars team, but I'm moving to a new role. I've been writing stuff for Brawl for a while
Да,
now,
он не
and I'm making it my
полностью
full-time
уходит, но
job.
всё
Remember,
равно.
you can never leave Star
Он больше
Park.
не
Now
будет
claim
проводить.
this freebie.
Move!
Ну что? Ну, на этом Бравл Толк у нас закончился. И что я могу сказать? Будем ждать, естественно, в Старбоксе появление всего этого. Но сейчас мы ждем, пока выйдет обновление с новым сезоном. А потом уже будем ждать обновления, которое изменит систему торфеев и всякое такое. Будем ждать, когда добавят ранговый бой. И, собственно, ждать гиперзаряда. Ну, на этом все. Всем пока. И до встречи.